A woman sits across from her boyfriend at a Michelin-star restaurant. The bread is warm, the butter is cultured, and their relationship is barely breathing. She had quit a tech salary to become a dating coach. The irony was personal. She was studying lasting love, while her own 3-year partnership was failing. They had even fired a couples therapist who quoted his own Facebook posts at them. That night, she finally asked him about his work. Not a polite surface question, a real one. He explained his AI team was improving breast cancer screening, but their model only looked at 2 views of each breast, not the standard 4. She listened and asked, why not flip one image and overlay it to check for symmetry? Cancer is often asymmetric. He froze, fork halfway to his mouth. He told her that exact method was used by a top entry in a recent machine learning competition. She wasn't an engineer, she just paid attention. He saw her differently in that moment, and she realized she had been asking him to change without doing the work herself. The work is what John Gottman, a researcher who studied couples for 40 years, calls a bid. A bid is any attempt to connect, a question, a sigh, a wink, a hand on the back. It's often subtle because asking directly for attention requires vulnerability. Gottman wired apartments with cameras and recorded couples for years. 6 years later, he split them into 2 groups: masters who were still happily together, and disasters who had split up or were unhappy. He found the difference wasn't the depth of their conversations, or whether they agreed. It was how they paid attention. The masters turned towards bids. The disasters turned away. Turning towards means acknowledging the bid. If your partner sighs while reading email, you ask what is wrong. Turning away is ignoring it, giving a grunt while you keep scrolling. Turning against is attacking it, replying with sarcasm or belligerence. The numbers are hard and clear. Relationship masters turned towards their partner's bids 86% of the time. The disasters turned towards each other only 33% of the time. The volume of bids matters too. At the dinner table, happy couples made as many as 100 bids in just 10 minutes. Unhappy couples engaged only 65 times. That is a gap of 35 missed opportunities to connect in a single meal. Most men think a relationship ends because of a big betrayal or a massive fight. Gottman's data points elsewhere. Relationships die from the resentment and distance that build up when partners continually turn away from small bids. Here is where you take control. A grand gesture is a trap if you think it buys you credit to ignore the small moments. A Michelin-star dinner cannot thaw a bond you have frozen out with neglect and distraction. You cannot outgift disconnection. That woman did not save her relationship because of the meal. She saved it because she closed the mental browser tabs, faced her man, and engaged with the specific details of what he was building. Your move. Discipline your attention. When she starts talking, you stop moving. You do not grunt a response while working. You do not wait for your chance to speak. You listen for the bid hiding underneath the words. Her random observations, her questions, her sighs about a tough day. These are not distractions from your mission. They are the load-bearing structure of the home that supports your mission. A kiss that lasts 6 seconds when you walk in the door. A text before the big meeting. Real eye contact when she asks a question. These are not soft skills. They are high-leverage investments in loyalty. The world will give you infinite excuses to be absent, to spend your attention elsewhere. The man who masters the ability to turn towards a small bid builds a foundation that no algorithm or distraction can break.